Hey guys, this is Kuldeep Trivedi. Welcome to the channel Engineer the Data. Uh, this is part 3 of this playlist, SQL Basics. In part 1 and part 2, I have shown you theoretically how this SQL works, right? Now, let's see. So, I can I can tell you all the theory part on SQL, like how join works or what are joins or how can you select some specific column, how can you apply some where conditions, everything. But it's good if we have some playground and if we can play with, right? If we can do the practical. So here is one website called Hacker Rank. This is very good website to prepare for all sorts of skills, right? So here you can check the SQL, right? So if we go into, just register to this website. This is absolutely free. You just have to give your email ID. If you click on SQL, you will get so many challenges, right? And it's asking you to solve challenge. And here are points as well, and there are star concepts as well. So as you solve some challenges, it will look like you are playing a game where you are completing level by level. Okay. So I am absolutely starting with basics of SQL. So all the college going students or whoever is starting their SQL journey now can learn from this channel, learn from this video. Okay. So and now let's go to the basics. So here you can actually put some checks as well. So let's go to skills and SQL basics only. Okay. Just tick mark there. Then difficulty, tick mark easy. Then subdomain, click on basics, right? Now whatever query you are getting, you can just go and click on solve challenge. Cool. Let's click on solve challenge. Now it is saying, okay, now this is the board where, some, I'll show you what this platform is. So here you can select all the SQL related languages, right? So is it Oracle? Is it MySQL? Is it MS SQL Server, right? So we will go with the MySQL only. So these are languages based on SQL only, but there are few differences in the methods or keywords. So no need to worry about that. You can directly Google and you can get it. So here we have got the this problem, and here is the playground where you can write all the queries. Select. Cool. So the question. Let's read the question. Query all the columns for all American cities in the city table with populations larger than 1 lakh. The country code for America is USA. The city table is described as follows, right? So city table is there. Now I have shown you Excel sheet in part 1 and part 2. The fields were, whatever the headers were, the fields in this table is ID, name, country code, district and population. Now there is something called data type where you will get what type of data is there. So let's say this will help us into putting some logics there. So let's say if I say where condition greater than, right? So greater than can be only performed on numbers, right? If we see directly, we can apply the greater than of 1 lakh. Let's say let's take an example of this question itself. So if it's saying 1 lakh, then we can directly do this greater than of that number only when the data type of that field is numeric, that is number, right? And name, country code and district are varchar, which will go into single quote, right? So varchar is just the type string. Now, so let's break this question and let's go and solve this. Okay. Now select. Okay. So first of all, so let's divide it. So first one is select, right? Now it's saying let's try to figure it out from the question that what it is trying to say, asking to select from this table, right? So it's saying query all columns for all American cities, right? So when it says all the columns, then the star will be used, right? Let's say if the question was like select ID or name of the city or name of the city for all American cities, right? Query the name of the city. Then we should have given this as simply name, select name, right? But since it is saying, so what other thing is select ID, comma, name, comma, country code, comma, district, comma, population, right? So this thing, it is asking us to query all the columns. What we can do is the short form of all the columns in the SQL is star. If we do simply star, it will mean that only, where we are giving all the columns name by the comma, right? Now, second part is from where. Okay, you have said that I have to select the columns, all the columns, but from which table, from where, right? So it is saying that you have to select from the city table, right? So people generally starting with the SQL query, they tend to forget this from keyword, right? So just break it down like this. First line, select. Second line, from where. Then third line is condition. Okay. So if I do that, select star from city. Let's try it. Select from star from city and let's try to run the code. Let's see what output we get. Okay. We are getting, it looks like we are getting all, because here the population is 5,93,000, but still we are getting, right? Here the population is around 2 lakh, 1 lakh, but still we are getting, right? So this is saying the wrong answer. Why it is saying the wrong answer? Because we have not handled one condition, right? So that condition can be handled by where condition. Okay. So it is saying city table with population larger than 1 lakh, right? So how can we denote this population column? By this population field name, right? It's population and it is direct, it is numerical field. So it is number. You can directly give greater than 1 lakh, right? And let's try to run the code now. Okay, what mistake did we do? It is saying uh, select all columns from all American cities. Oh, right. One more thing. Its country code is for America is USA. So right now we are selecting all the cities, right? So there is one more condition. One more condition we can use and column and keyword here. So this is a part of where only. Let's move it to the same line. Yes, and now what we can say, country code is equals to, now I have told you that country code is varchar. That means it is a text field, right? So you'll have to give in a single quote and you can say USA. Now let's try to run the code. Cool. It's done. So this is accepted. So how it works is it has created some sample cases, right? So if you see closely, the city table doesn't have any values field. It is not showing us what all values are there. So how can we actually go ahead and check cross, right? So but what they did is they have written some sample test cases and they will provide it to your query. That table will be provided and that query will be run on that table, and whatever the output is, it will show ki, okay, what is your output and what was the expected output, right? So it is matching exactly. That's why it is saying congratulations, you have passed the sample test. Now I hope you have understood, and look, so question you have to break one by one. Do not get bothered by how big the question is or what it is trying to say. It's fine. Just try to break it one by one. So just to reiterate, first thing is select what columns we want to select. If it is saying all the columns, use star. Or you can use ID, comma, name, comma, country code, everything with comma separated, right? But the shortcut is star. Now from table name. So it will be given like what table it wants us to query, and then where condition, right? What conditions it wants us to apply, right? So we have applied where population is more than 1 lakh and the country code is USA. Okay, it has given the country code as USA. Now if you do this submit code, it will again try with some test cases if it has written more test cases, but yeah, it's fine. Now it is saying that the code is submitted now, right? Now what you can do, you can wait for some time. It will say, congratulations, you solved this channel. Would you like to challenge your friends? You can share all the uh, these challenges with your friends, or you can go to next challenge. Okay, so in next part we'll click on next challenge, and we'll try to solve some more challenges with some more complex issues. Till then, just get your account created, try with this SQL query, and yep. Do comment if you have got any doubt in this, like if you are not understanding any particular keyword, right? Why are we doing exactly select and from and where population? What if, so one question could be, what if I put country code first and then population? It will work fine because we are using AND condition. So it will say the table how it will be queried is, firstly it will go to all the country codes where all the rows where the country code is USA, and then filter out all the populations, right? So yeah, that is fine. For now, this is very small query. That is fine. Next part, we will solve the next challenge. Thank you.